Okay, my name's Sam. What's yours?
Today we're drinking coffee.
My name's Sam.
Man, I'm Matt.
We've been friends since middle school and started dating in high school. We started living together 2.5 years ago and thought...
We dated 3 years ago.
Oh. But we found Miss Reece on the side of the road. Not on the side, actually, in the middle, walking in very cold temperatures. Not skinny. Went to the store, got her some food and treats, took her back home, and introduced her to his mom. And which we said we were dog sitting.
Yeah.
And then weighed her, and she was only about
17 pounds.
17 pounds. After a long time of Reece preferring to play by herself and not wanting to play with us, we thought it was about time to get her a friend.
After 2.5 months of searching, we came across a poor pup named Gabe. And we found him on a rescue. So on his rescue it said in his description that he was unfortunately dumped on the side of the road in Louisiana out of a car. After reading that, there's no way that we would let him go to any other home other than ours, so we applied to get him. And that's when the foster reached out and told us that Gabe had 2 diseases, one being alopecia and one being Demodex, and neither of them are contagious to any dogs or humans.
He came from Louisiana and got moved up north because he wasn't finding a home down there. And they also told us that they were going to do that more often now, maybe try and move dogs from shelter to shelter, rescue to rescue, so that they can find a home in different places. As soon as I got him, he was just so scared the entire car ride. He was crying, screaming. So I pulled over, I gave him some treats that they gave me to give him. So after that, he was pretty good. I took him back to the house.
So after Gabe and I met, we introduced him to Reece girl, and then once that happened, he was kind of just prancing around Reece like he was really proud to have her as a best friend.
After Gabe and Reece were done doing their hoolie runs and such, we decided we should take him to the vet. And when we did, they had told us there were some inconsistencies with his paperwork, which had led to them asking us if we wanted to redo some of his tests. And so we said, of course, go for it. Fortunately, they came back with the news that he had heartworm, which was a very sad day. And yeah, they took us through the therapy, everything that was going to happen, whatever.
Cried.
So when they did, they told us that we were going to have to push back his neuter date because he could not go on anesthesia with his therapy, everything he was doing, whatever. So we pushed it back and we pushed it back, and I think his heartworm treatment took about a year, almost, and he had to go in every couple months, get his shots, and he had to stay overnight in the vet.
Very
which
careful
sucked.
with his movement. He couldn't do anything at all.
Yeah.
So at the time, we weren't really worried about getting Reece spayed because Gabe's appointment was supposed to be coming up, but it was getting pushed back and back and back, farther and farther, until Reece ended up going on her menstrual, which is her period. And if you don't know about this, what happens is, well, I'm not gonna tell you in detail, but the dogs, the guys' dogs, the man dogs are very, 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 very attracted to the females. And so we had to live with this, like, without a doubt. And we did. And
up 24/7 watching them. We could not sleep. He was all over her any second. We did literally any second.
Tip is put him in another room or a crate, as other people will probably tell you, as if you heard. Okay, so after a few months went by, we actually noticed that Reece was getting a little bit chubby. I'd say chubby. And I say this because she never really was a chubby dog. She was always skinny and kind of slim. And she still kind of was on her arms, but it was more just her breasts. Her breasts and her behavior were really changing.
Her stomach
started
getting bumps.
Oh, yeah. and she was really getting how do you say it? How do you say it when you look up on Google? How do you know if my dog is pregnant?